and this is for CPSC2100. This is problem 4 of the coding portion of the final exam. And in this problem, we're supposed to implement a class according to the specifications in the template provided, which is downloaded right here. And it contains a class, a person, which is similar to stuff we've seen. And it has a US resident class, which was just an empty class essentially. It had two functions in it, but they were not coded. It looks like person's already implemented, and you have to implement the two methods that are in US resident, which is essentially an extension of the person class. So to start with, we went ahead and created a few residents under these variables, and we used the US resident class to do it. And we have our names and we have our status, which is the big difference in the person to US resident classes, is the US resident has a status. So we'll start with the init function, which takes in self-name status. And to start with, we're going to go ahead and use the inherited function of init for the name. So it's going to bring name from person into this. And then we're going to create the valid status that we'll accept. So the valid statuses we'll accept are citizen, legal resident, or illegal resident. If those statuses, if the status of the listed individual is not in valid status, which is right here, we're going to raise a value error and tell them that it is an invalid status. And so if it's not, if it is a status, then it's going to be status is equal to status. So it's going to be saved that way. And for our get status function, it's pretty easy. You just return self.status. So you return the status of the self, and that's pretty easy. So we're going to go ahead and run this. I've already got print command set up for A, B, and C variable people, and I'm implementing the get status method. So A, B, C, you got Jim Horton is a citizen, Gina Boston's a legal resident, and Henry Morrow is an illegal resident. So let's see what comes up. Looks like, yep, A, which was a citizen, so that's correct, brought that status. B, legal resident. C, illegal resident. So yeah, it brought back all the things that we needed for that. Now we're going to see about invalid statuses. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see. I'm going to go ahead and create another variable, another citizen, or another resident. Let's do Kelly Porter. And let's enter something like she's a weekender. And now let's run this again. Okay, value error, invalid status, weekender. So it did print our value error if the status was not valid, which it wasn't. And it's telling us what wasn't valid, and telling us to change. And I guess what we could do is well, no, that's how that'll have to stay. But either way, looks like we got this one looks like we got this one worked out. So